Boom, 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 shake the room. Your main man back like a heart attack. So what you think about that, Jack? Let's talk about these books that I've got in. I've really had a strong feeling that from products coming forward, and I may be very pleasantly surprised at some time in the future. There may be a swing that brings me back around and finding people that have the values that I do for role playing games to bring in the immersion and to bring in a great game. To not trying to put tiles and condition cards and nonsense and foolishness and mental jabberings and imbecility upon the game, upon my game. And hell no, you ain't gonna do that, son. You won't get took in the bum before that happens. And because of that, I've sort of gone back and I've looked at what do I really like. And what I like are AD&D 3.5. I like excuse me, I like D&D 3.5, AD&D, mostly second edition, but also first. And I like, you can't see further on my shelf. I like fifth edition Call of Cthulhu. And while I haven't run it, I plan to and would like to, and I'm still kind of digging around and figuring out how I'm going to do that. Savage Worlds, I like, and of course, obviously, I like Within the Ring of Fire. Pick your copies up. Drive through RPG.com. Within the Ring of Fire, the deep immersive dark fantasy game written by your main man. And if you want an RPG like the gaming god, get your hands on this right now. And look at the lovely Osama up there, our cover model for just a little while. So this kind of prompted me on and seeing the spikes in the prices, a lot of things that I want to get of 3.5 stuff, of the AD&D stuff, and it just keeps going up. And God, I wish I'd bought all the AD and stuff I wanted towards the end of 3.5 when AD&D books were so cheap. You could get like 100 of them for $50. I mean, they were, like 50, 75 cents a pop a piece. Have what you wanted, berate the person on the other end. So you'll give me double that. Oh, yes, please, please just buy this garbage and get the fuck out of my house. These books were abundant. They were in huge lots. They were super easy to find, super cheap on eBay all day. I don't know, you know, 10 years ago, even just 10 years ago, I a couple things I picked up back then. I got like the full, I should show those boxes. Not right now, but I should show those boxes to you guys. The entire boxes of the AD&D cards. I didn't know they had a printing three, which is a very small box, but the two long boxes. I got both of them for I don't know, $8 or something. Both entire full sets for not $8 each, for like $8 for both of them. The guy might have made his money back on shipping. He basically gave them to me for free to get them the fuck away from him, I guess. So I've basically been picking things up, and I'm just going to show you some of the things I got. Now, previously on the last video I did, I showed you the Ivory Triangle. Now, the Ivory Triangle box I was happy for, and I paid only cover price for it, but I got faked. Because I opened it up, it was having some shrink wrap, so I just thought it was new. Then I happened to notice this price tag, which you can see it was not on the shrink wrap. Over at Old Atomic Comics, they put a fasten on your main man, and I bought it. And all the books inside, everything inside is basically mint condition, but it didn't have one of the books. This one, it did not have that book in it. So I had to go on eBay and pay $19 shipped to get this book. So that kind of pissed me off. And I ended up with, I have doubles. It came with a few of the cards, like these cards as well. I think I had all but one of them with it, the inserts in here. So I have double, almost all the inserts, which I guess is fine for gaming, and they still all fit nice and neat inside the box. So I've showed you that book, and I had to buy that on eBay to complete the box. And I'm going to be picking up some more Dark Sun stuff, and I have some coming. I bought a lot of stuff recently. I spent a whole bunch of money, which is fine because quite honestly, I really never spend money on myself. So I'm not broken up about it, and I didn't break the bank. Let's put it that way. But it's still a lot of money. Um, these books. So here, I can show you some other Dark Sun pickups I got. I bought the next two together. I talked to the seller and I got him to bring the price down a little bit. I got Slave Tribes. In fact, you know what? You guys are probably enjoy to know the prices that I paid for this stuff. And please feel free to tell me if I'm a fucking idiot for overpaying. I will not. I really won't be upset with you. Trust me. Purchase history. So I bought these both from the same seller, and he had them priced kind of high. And I talked to him, messaged him, and I always say message people. I guess the order date was January 10th on these, so I paid a total of $73 and 76 cents. And I'm guessing that's after shipping and tax because it's an odd number. So we got this one for $73.76, taxed and shipped and everything. Got this sent to the house. Slave Tribes, which is this book is in actually very nice condition. Just a little bit of shelf wear, but overall very nice. It was originally priced at $10.95, and I got this one, which is why this was a bit more expensive. He basically put it down. I forget what he had these listed as. All I can see is the price I actually paid for. This is before shipping. The Slave Tribes was at $13, and this is at $50. So, Thrycrans of Athos, expensive. A little bit of a damage there. The inside of the book looks fine. There's no particular damage there. The corner here is just a little bit bent. Not a fantastic looking copy. This was $15 new at the time of release, suggested retail. But a nice book. Thrycrans. I know a lot about biology. It's one of the other interests I have in life, and just some of the things I saw about how they handled Thrycrans, it just kind of drives me nuts. Insects sleep. They sleep. Yeah, they don't just stay awake all the time. I think it seemed to be a lot of times with animals, just in general. And of course, I've gotten nuts at a few videos about dinosaurs, that how incorrect they put those things together. I think I'll show. It may have just made the camera. I'll show the bizarre, and perhaps controversial, potentially controversial pickup. It's in my hand here that I picked up. I'm gonna show that last, so stay tuned. The controversial pickup of your main man. Let's show this one. This is a 3.5, 3.0 company that I really like. This had a retail originally of $14.95. I found this at the game store on their shelf. This book, I believe, is actually brand new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is brand new. This is something they moved off their normal shelf area to just put up there. It sold at half price to try to move it. So Scrag, the City of Orcs. Not something I wanted a ton, but I said, fuck it, why not? I have, as you can see, and I've moved all the stuff on my shelf. All this stuff is moved. In case, if you look at the other videos and you have a very keen eye or 5 dots of perception and noticed, these books are different. And we can see right here, there's a lot of these books. You know, the arcane books, the Slayer's Guides. I like Mongoose Publishing. I thought they really did a fantastic job on a lot of things. I've really not been upset with really any of their products that I've read. And you picked that up half price, half cover. So I paid half of $14.95 plus tax for it. So what is that, like just under $7.50 plus tax? I picked up Chaos Magic. I almost didn't pick this up. I don't have this one, and I don't really want it. But I guess I was being a bit of a dorkish completionist. Again, it's $14.95. I paid half. It is a brand new book that I got a half off. And just in the odd case that somehow I want this, I don't like Wild Magic at all. I mean, at all. That's not something I want in my game. I don't want you to play it. I don't want to play it. I don't want to be involved with it. I'm still not exactly sure why I bought the book, but it was there. I think I bought it during one of our vampire games. And with the vampire games, sometimes, we're just doing individual scenes. And it could be hours in between, where I'm getting to play sometimes, which I'm not a big fan of, but that happens. And if I don't have a book with me, sometimes I go over there and dig through the shelves and see what I can dig out. And not a lot left. I went through and actually organized their shelves. So I pulled out every single book on the shelf and in their used section, which is quite large. They have a lot of stuff there, but it's just all trash at this point. At least to me and my group, because between me and Nick, if we picked it, and Steve, me, Nick, and Steve, if you're over there, I mean, we all three of us have picked those shelves. And there are a lot of books, but not a lot of quality or content over our World's Best anymore on their used section. But you may find just what you want. That being said, the controversial pickup, the stuff that's going to blow your mind, and I don't have another one of these at all, including a Player's Handbook at all. And I almost didn't pick it up, but I went by and I looked at how much they were selling online for, and I went, whoa! And this is a brand new copy. This is brand new. No one's ever owned this. They just moved their entire grouping of these, like these 3.5, 3.0 books. They just moved these because they couldn't sell them. And if this is something you're into, you'd want to go by there because you can pick up, you could pick up basically a whole collection. I'm sure it's not every book, don't get me wrong, but it is, a stack of them. over there, and I'm thinking about running this setting in the future. I've been picking up books for this setting, and I I struggled with this. It was like it was literally it was a moral dilemma for me because I put a great deal of morality into my role playing games, as silly as that might sound to people. But I invest a lot of myself into it, and it is what it is. You know, I couldn't buy this, and 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 then I was stuck there running. It was hours, and it was sitting there, and I was like, I kept thinking about it, and I'd gone and I'd looked at it because this does give me some information and some pictures and some color, and I don't necessarily love the artwork because I don't really love it, and I feel sick holding this. I really feel sick. It's like it's radioactive, and you're gonna understand why in just 1 minute as we draw the drama and let's quite face it, the trauma of what I'm about to show you. A fourth edition book. A fourth edition book paid for with your main man's hard earned money. Paid for that. You can see my shirt there. Science. I'm one accident away from being a supervillain, and trust me. um, so this book had a original retail price of $19.95. It's brand new. I paid half of that, so I paid just under $10 for a brand new plus tax, and it's thin. The way it's organized is very strange to me. It doesn't have that many monsters in it. With a creature catalog, I would have suspected a whole gaggle of monsters. It has, let's see, uh, it has less than 60 monsters in it, and then it has some encounter options, personages of Athos, but less than 60 monsters. That's very unimpressive to me. And yeah, I mean, I'm not. I really, and you know, you can see like the artwork. Some of it, like I mean, technically that piece is really nice, right? It doesn't have that Brahm appeal of fucking Dark Sun. It's it's just not as beautiful. Um, and you can fight me on that if you like the fourth edition artwork. Again, I don't know. And the books really they feel like video game manuals. Like they really feel like video game manuals as opposed to Dungeons and Dragons books. I do not own any of the fourth edition books. When fourth edition came out, I bought the Player's Handbook, and I sold that on eBay for about as much as I paid for this one. I think I got $10 out of it, and I'm sure you know between fees and shipping and everything, I saw even less than that. And I was happy to get the fuck out of my house because I'm never going to use it. I played. I think I've only ever played fourth edition once. I bought the book and played it once, and I went, oof, I don't like anything about this. I think I played a Warlock, but I don't like anything about this. I found a group on meetups and went over to somebody's house, and it was jabronis, and the game sucked, and it was horrible. I did not go back again. They were nice enough people. I'll say that for them. Not good gamers, but they were playing fourth edition. And I never played again. That was the only time I've ever played fourth edition. Yeah, I'm almost positive of that. I played fifth edition significantly more than that. I think fifth edition is significantly better. So I don't know. This will not be going on my shelf. I have a filing cabinet over there, and all my White Wolf stuff is in there. I have, in fact, you can't even see the bottom. I have like this much White Wolf stuff as well. I got a lot of vampire, werewolf, mage, hunter, wraith, changeling, and various other assorted White Wolf products. I got a lot of it. Um, yeah, so I got a lot of stuff. Um, and we have various other games around here too. But yeah, so feel free to make fun of me and joke me in the comments, dog me out. I know, but I thought for $10, the fact that I said maybe I'll want it, and it's like $40 online. This book apparently has people that want it, and if I just get too sick, I'll just put mine online. I don't know. I don't know. Reading it, I just wasn't like the rules. Okay, so the rules are useless to me. It's just looking at the pictures and trying to gain inspiration. And I don't know if this is going to be a negative equation on inspiration. Dark Sun is hot. Dark Sun is good, and I think. And I'm not a reseller. I don't resell stuff. I have not sold anything on eBay in I don't know. It's been over a decade since I've sold anything on eBay. Maybe somewhere around a decade, somewhere about there since I sold on eBay or Amazon. I used to, But I don't. It's not fun. It's horrible dealing with those just horrible people in there that buy stuff. But this book, I don't know. I don't know. Kind of ashamed of it, to be honest with you. I've never felt shame for owning anything before. Never felt shame for owning anything, but maybe a little bit this one. But it is Dark Sun, and I'm trying to swell my Dark Sun collection up. Dark Sun books are expensive as fuck, so whatever sort of cost cutting measures I can have there, I suppose we're having. And I have some more Dark Sun stuff coming in the mail for the next one of these. It's probably going to be a bit fatter, a bit thicker, but this is your main man. We'll let you know what I'm picking up, showing you what I'm doing, what I'm buying, and why I'm buying it. And let me know in the comments, you know, the new RPG books you're getting. Let me know in the comments. You hit Drive Through RPG, pick up that With Unreal Fire today. Woo, my God.